guys, happy Monday. I thought for this video I would react to the Billboard article that Scott and Mitch just did about their friendship. It's kind of fitting since they have future friends coming out, and I thought that it might be a fun thing to react to, so let's do that. Okay, Pentatonix's Mitch Grassi and Scott Hoying talk friendship. Even while we were in the closet, there was still comfortability. 2 #1 albums on the Billboard 200 and 4 entries on the Hot 100. It's undeniable, Pentatonix is a force. While those feats are impressive on their own, add to it and they're an a cappella group, and the success is unparalleled. At the heart of the band are Mitch Grassi and Scott Hoying, who also have their side project, Superfruit, boasting nearly 2.5 million subscribers on their YouTube channel. The friends have vogued in a ball pit and taught Papa Grassi bass laying. Billboard talked to the guys about their close friendship. We have 60 million inside jokes, and we can just pull up at any time. Were you two best friends the first time you met, or did it kind of progress? We weren't immediately best friends. There was definitely like a match to us. I thought we were like best friends. Yeah, that's true. We were pretty giggly together. What were your first impressions when you met? I remember thinking Scott was really funny and enthusiastic. He was like the singer at our theater. I remember being in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Mitch, and he was like performing the monologue really full out, and like running across the stage with his arm reached out, and I specifically remember the image in my head, and I remember thinking, wow, he's really good. How did you two become so close-knit? I think we both just thought we were super funny, and we just had all of the same interests. We were both nerdy, we were both singers, we were both performers, both in the closet. Do you think that element added a special bond to your friendship, having that connection to identity? Oh, absolutely. Just because we were super comfortable around each other, even while we were in the closet, there was still that comfortability. We just sort of subconsciously knew. We just felt really comfortable around each other, and I thought that now we could say why. But back then, it was just sort of subconscious, a subconscious thing. I'm a big talker. I talk a lot, and Mitch is good at listening, and it's always been a good thing for us. What makes him your best friend? Well, a lot of things. We just have a history. We have so many memories together, and I think that we feel more comfortable around each other than we do around anyone in the entire world. Yeah, that's true too. We know each other so well. I don't know anybody as much as I know Scott. That bonds us even more. And we have 60 million inside jokes that we can just pull out at any time. We grew up together. I mean, we forged our career paths at the same time. I feel like we've lived a very unique lifestyle being in an a cappella group that's really successful. There's a very rare lifestyle to live, and we're living it together. What makes your best friend one of a kind? I think that Mitch is just insanely talented. He's hilarious, so goofy, so humble. Like, he doesn't act humble, but he actually is really humble. And someone who is talented is not usually that way. I'm not that way. No, you're not. Both of them are. Scott is insanely talented as well, but he's also such a sharp entrepreneur and a businessman. When and why did you decide to create Superfruit? We were just having the best time, always laughing, joking. We had friends who would come over and compliment our dynamic and our friendship. And they were like, I wish I had a friendship like yours. I think everybody does. I think that we just decided that we wanted to show it to the world, our personalities, because people knew us from our audition, and they knew we had personalities outside of that. We both wanted to start YouTube channels, but we were both too scared to do it. I think the reason our YouTube is successful is because of our dynamic. How would you describe your dynamic? I think it's a genuine friendship. We don't really necessarily say that what we're thinking, but we know what the other is thinking. So it's just nonstop words and catchphrases. And inside jokes, one after another, and we're constantly laughing. It's just kind of fun to watch, even if you don't know what we're talking about. How does it feel to perform together instead of with the whole group? We performed at Betty Who's concert with her, and it was kind of thrilling. It was scary. It was scary. We've performed hundreds and hundreds of shows constantly with Pentatonics, so we have this very specific dynamic that we're used to and comfortable with on stage. The Superfruit, I remember before we went out with Betty, there were butterflies backstage because it's just so different. I think it's more scary when you don't have 5 people. Do you think you would perform together again in the future? Absolutely. We were just talking about it today. And that was that. So it was a very cute article that they put together. You could see that it had me literally laughing out loud. And you can definitely tell that, as we all knew already, they definitely have a strong bond. And I think everybody wishes that they could have that same bond with their best friend. And that's that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.